guys, welcome to the Tate Talks show. Today I'm here with Phil, the 750 is possible, and today we're going to be talking about improving your credit score. And so this is a big issue. I mean, a lot of people struggle with credit or really have no idea, how to utilize their credit to help them get ahead in life. But tell me a little bit about your company, Phil.
Yeah, so we started 750 as possible a little over a year ago, and the reason why is, I've been in the automotive industry most of my life, and you see people that come into the car dealership or try to go buy a home, and they're really excited to buy something special for themselves, and they get declined, or it forces them to pay really high interest rates, which just increases the price of everything.
It's stealing from them.
It is. It's bad. You end up paying almost double for the car. Thousands of dollars more for the house. So I went out and learned a lot about credit repair and really what happens with your credit score, where these scores come from, how the negatives affect you. And what I found is it's no secret, you can repair your own credit, but there's a trick to being able to word it correctly to the credit bureaus. And, unfortunately, the credit bureaus, they get paid for us to have bad credit. They get paid on negative items, collections, late payments, foreclosures, and bankruptcies. So all of those items, they collect money on being bad on our credit. So, I found it's not really a loophole, but the ability to go in and dispute those items. And if they're not 100% accurate, they have to be removed. So, seeing how quickly I can help people increase their credit scores and be able to go and buy those items, the cars and houses, has been a real passion of mine.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this for?
About a year and a half.
Okay. And what is the big reason is you were in the car industry and you were having people that couldn't get approved, right?
Sure.
So you saw someone coming in hurting,
right,
and it kind of tells about your character, and you want to be able to help them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've been there. I sold cars for many years. I was actually in Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada with the Genie.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. Back when I was 18 and 19. But yeah, I couldn't, and sometimes people would get upset at you.
Sure.
Because they didn't understand it.
Right.
And truthfully, when I was that age too, I did not understand it. I mean, I had 520 credit score, maxed out, got my first credit card, and just maxed it right out, right? At the early ages of life, and then really jacked up my credit throughout college.
Absolutely.
And that's when actually I used a credit repair company to help me understand it, because there really wasn't you utilizing your credit cards. I went the route of I'm never using credit cards again, or
Sure.
I'm never doing any of that, and I think that it wasn't a great route, because what I found out when I went to purchase my first home, you have to have credit. So
You do.
I thought just closing the accounts, and paying everything off would be fine. I always love, the whole, Dave Ramsey thing, where he says your FICO score and everything, it doesn't really matter.
Sure.
But I think it does.
It does.
I think maybe back in the day it doesn't, but it really does. In order to, unless you have a lot of cash, which there's not a lot of Americans that have a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Your credit it's everything. So,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about what you do to help out your clients.
Well, the first thing is, just having a conversation. Most of the time, it's like you said, we had a blip in our childhood or our past life that we made some mistakes. But understanding what really happened to them and what they're trying to accomplish, it really gets down to being able to fill out these letters and requests to the credit bureaus and use passion. You know, because if you're just like every other credit repair company out there, they're going to see the same types of letters come in, and your results aren't as good.
Yeah.
But when you're passionate about it and you make it personal, you know, tell them, I really want to buy this house. It's my dream home. I messed up in the future and in the past, and I'm asking for your forgiveness. You know, adding that type of wording into a dispute letter is powerful. But then not only just disputing and getting these items off of their credit, but it's also educating them on, you know, what credit's all about. You know, certain people have, say, $1,000 limit credit card, and they'll go buy an Xbox and some games. So now you're up to $800. Well, little you know is you've just now basically maxed out that card. You're at 70% of its usage, and that's hurting your score, sometimes 50, 70, 80 points. So, you know, educating them that there needs to at least be a very small limit, under 30%, and showing them how to trick the credit bureaus.
Why is it under 30%? I've always wondered that.
So the biggest thing is they want to show that you need them. You know, and if you don't need them, then they don't need you.
I don't think they'll use it.
You don't think they'll use it. Yeah, so that's one of the biggest things is, unfortunately, credit is king nowadays, and like you said, unless you have a bunch of cash under the bed, you've got to have it and use it responsibly.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get in trouble, like you said, is you don't learn about it in school.
You don't.
No. And so do you provide more of not only credit repair but also education, like you would say,
Absolutely.
right? So you know, being able to get a free credit consultation, and you know, helping people understand it. I think that's really cool because, man, if I knew that, when I got my first credit card when I was 18 from Bank of America, I would probably got a lot farther in life.
Absolutely.
Right there. So.
You know, I think if we could probably scale back a little bit on Trig 3 and maybe learn about daily finances and spending money wisely and credit, I think these kids would be a lot better off in the future.
Now, if let's just say I went through a bankruptcy. Now that stays on your credit for 7 years. Is that something that you can help with?
Absolutely. So bankruptcy is considered a public record. So those are actually the worst. They'll stay on up to 10 years.
Okay.
So absolutely we can help. And now what we do is we evaluate your credit score, look at those items on your bureau, and then if we find errors on there, we're going to go to work for you and get that taken off. Bankruptcies are the hardest item. It's never a guaranteed item, but it is something that we see more often than not that there's been an error made on your credit report that allows us to get it off.
Right on. And now say if someone my age or maybe even older, in the 40s, right, was in some credit problems, is it too late?
It's never too late.
Okay.
No. So and we understand that things happen. You try to juggle all of your life. Your mortgage, all your bills, your credit cards, your car payments, and sometimes you forget something. So if you have that one-time late payment, or maybe something happened where you lost a job, it doesn't matter. We can go after it for you.
Okay. So I mean, basically, you go and talk with the creditors, and you fight for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And say, hey, this is the situation that happens. Can we give it a little forgiveness here, right?
Right. And the problem that consumers don't know is you don't want to talk to a collection agency. That's a real big thing, because once you've answered the phone and say, yes, I'm Phil, and yes, I acknowledge that debt, that is now pre-recorded and they're going to use that against you. So if you have a collection or collectors calling you and you get us involved, we can actually act on your behalf. And even if you do owe the debt, we'll go after in reducing the amount you owe, because these creditors are buying your debt for pennies on the dollar. So why should you have to pay the entire amount and get hurt from your original creditor and then the collection company?
Well, yeah, I've never thought of it that way.
It's almost double jeopardy.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting. So tell me a little bit about the credit score, as far as how do they score you? Is there anything lower than 500?
There is. It goes down to 350.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And then it goes all the way up to 900.
It goes to 900.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that one.
I've seen a couple 900s.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it. I thought 850 was the max.
Yeah. I mean, if I could have a 900, that'd be pretty cool. But,
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about like how do they rank that? Like between, they have like fair, excellent,
Yeah. So there's basically fair, excellent, and then fair, good, and excellent.
Okay.
So fair is going to be your 350 to 580, 590-ish. Your good credit score is going to be 590 up to about a 670, and then excellent would be 680 up to 850.
Okay. And how long does it, like, say if I am at like a 620 credit score, how long would it take for me to get up past the 700?
It really depends on, number one, is there negative items on the report? Are we removing those? And if there's, say, no negative items and just not enough credit history, then we'll show you how to open up a couple credit lines that are correct for you that you won't get taken advantage of with interest rates. So realistically, we can get, if you're in the mid 600s, we can get you into the mid 700s within 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's obviously not a free service.
Definitely not free. No,
Right.
we go off of the credit file, so no one person is the same. If you've got a couple of things, it's going to be at our lower end. And we do things unlike any other credit repair company. Now, when I say that, what I mean is we offer a free consultation. So we'll review your entire credit report with you and find out all the information. Once that's done, then we can kind of gauge how much work and how long it's going to take us to do that. So we started our minimum, which is $250,
Okay.
and then our maximum, if you had pages and pages upon collections of negative items, would be $500.
Okay.
So we do a one-time. We just start off after we do our consultation. We go to work for you, and then when you hit your target credit score, we don't stop. We want to make sure that we continue on with you until you're happy with your credit and you say we're done.
That's cool.
Now, the nice thing about it is, I love helping people so much, and I am so scared to work with people, especially with something as scary as credit, that we offer a 100% money back guarantee.
Nice.
If we can't improve your score, then you shouldn't pay me.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah. No, I'm the same way with that. Is like with the fitness industry and all my personal development programs. If I can't help you, you shouldn't. I shouldn't take your money.
Right.
I didn't service you right. I did something. Something wasn't right. And that's. I think a lot of people in the service business, they don't look at sometimes that way. And which kind of sucks. It's kind of like like you have a service and a product that you are giving out there to help someone, and they pay you money, and you can't help them. It's like, why would you accept their money?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's really cool. I did not know that about your credit repair company. I don't know a lot of credit repair companies actually out there that do that. I know
There aren't. The main thing that people do around the country is, of course, the biggest one out there. They get you in on a very small dollar amount. Call it $79 initial sign-up fee, and then they're going to keep you at $100 a month for the next umpteen years. They work so slowly just to take all that money from you. So they're almost taking advantage of you just as you are already taken advantage of. And that's not my belief. I want you to get there as quickly as possible. Know what you're going to pay, and be done.
Now, I think too, I think like with credit, I think credit is utilized, but it has to be utilized for the right reasons, right?
Correct.
And so, I mean, my whole thing with debt.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. There's debt, and there's no good debt, and there's just no good debt.
Sure.
I hate that wording of people that are over leveraged. I've been over leveraged, and it doesn't work in your favor.
No.
But again, it's something that you have to have, but you need to learn to be responsible with.
Absolutely.
And I think that, just because you have, a high credit score doesn't mean you should go out and just buy whatever you think you can buy and max out your credit.
No, you shouldn't.
But even though if you pay them off every single month.
Right, and that really doesn't show that you need credit.
Yeah.
So, somebody that even has a 750 credit score and they just charge something $1,000 and pay it right back off, they can still be declined for buying something with credit because they haven't shown a history, and they really need to have that history built up.
Yeah. For me, I do purchases of gas.
That's all I do now. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Simple groceries, and we'll pay half on this paycheck, we'll pay the rest on the next, but we're showing that payment history, and that's what they're looking for.
So Phil, one thing that I love absolutely about you, so I met you once.
Yep.
Okay. And our friend Jeff introduced us. I just broke my ankle, and I was down there. For some reason, I just popped in really fast, and then really quick, and I had to go meet with Integrity Mortgage upstairs, right?
Okay.
And but what was this, like 3 months ago?
Yeah, about 3 months ago.
3 months ago, met you once, maybe 5 minutes.
Yep.
And you created a conversation with me.
Yeah.
You connected with me, and it's been 3 months, and I can't say that I can say that I have never met anyone in like less than 5 minutes and had been able to connect with like in 3 months.
Yeah, I have a gift of gab.
Yeah.
I bring that from attribute with the car business.
Yeah.
I like to talk to people, and that's something that we're missing today. Is just going out and having a conversation.
Yeah.
And people like Jeff and Latham say it all the time. Just let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
But you learn so much about your peers, your neighbors, people on the street. I talk to people at the gas station. I just want to know everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, and that's awesome right there. I think you're gonna go a long way. I know it's like only like your first couple of years.
Yeah.
But just getting out there and you've already helped people.
Yeah, over 100 people.
Over 100 people so far. That's awesome, and you do a really good job of connecting and having that in your business is everything. I think like you said, a lot of people don't connect.
They don't.
And we live in a world that we connect on screens.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts when I go to a restaurant and everyone's sitting at the table like on their phones. But that's for a different topic on another day.
Exactly.
So Phil, where can they, if someone needed credit help right now, where could they go find you at?
Yeah, so online, www.750ispossible.com. Or my cell phone's always on, and my cell phone is 425-244-9449.
All right. Let's repeat that one more time.
425-244-9449. And just reach out and let's have a conversation.
Cool. I like that. Well, Phil, I appreciate you coming down here. I know that we're gonna go get some food and
Perfect.
talk about it more. And I appreciate you coming down here and hopping on the show. And
Absolutely.
I look forward to keeping this relationship alive. So
I as well.
all right. Hey guys out there, thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions for me, you feel free to comment down below, shoot me a DM. Go check out Phil if you are struggling with your credit, you would like to improve it. Like he said, 750ispossible.com. And from a guy who had horrible credit and literally no money and everything, it's important to figure it out, and it's important to reach out and get some help. So keep working hard, appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Shut these off. See you later.